The Pistons just stole one on the road without Isaiah Stewart and with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Malik Beasley hitting one shot. That's because Cade fucking Cunningham went up there. I asked for it. I needed to see it. He went out there. He delivered. He's a goddamn superstar.
Show us.
Yeah, big facts.
Where's Rose at?
I got you.
Show us.
But this is where the playoffs. This is where you make your money at.
Woodward Sports chat thread. AC, I was hitting seniors as a junior in high school. Okay, that guy's 62, freshman in college. Tammy Chin, 2008. I was watching the Red Wings win.
God, dude, I'm so fucking fired up, bro.
Yes, bro.
Spenny, you're so fired up. You're laying in bed, couldn't sleep last night. You got a playoff
Bought a
ticket.
ticket. I was literally like Neil said. You said you came in, you felt like a kid watching that shit again.
Yeah, and I was gonna get to that. We got plenty of time to get into the game. I want to do this now. I want to take the break now, and then I want to set that stage, because that made me I work for the team obviously, but I'm a fan of the team. I've been a fan of the team my whole life. That took me back to being a kid.
Yeah.
Like for real, it did.
I couldn't fall asleep. I was laying in bed till 3 a.m.
That's kids when you're young, man. Like that's kids. I want to get into it. And working for teams and working in the leagues, it kind of desensitizes you to all of it. The fan, I guess, in you dies a little bit. That's essentially what happens, because it's what's required to do the job. Shane Daniel in the super chat. Why can't the Red Wings win a playoff game like the other Detroit teams? Are they like stupid or something?
It's a good question.
Alex Shea in the super chat. Some things we got noted. Duran outrunning Hart for that loose ball down the court. Hardaway and Beasley not making scoring, but Schroeder taking over. Asar fall call with his arm being held, etc. No, there, and again. We'll touch on that. I was kind of tweeting about that in real time, how that was going to go, how those things were going to go, because you knew it. You absolutely knew it. That's why I was never. I'm like you, KG. I wasn't worried. I didn't get that feeling in my stomach like I got on game one.
Yeah.
At the end of game one, when I saw the way. What's Shane Dan? Are they like stupid or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Valid question.
You know why I wasn't worried, Neil? I wasn't worried because every time it showed Cade Cunningham walking the ball up the court.
It was all good.
His fucking eyes.
It was all good.
That guy was ready to kill last night, man. And like I said, he was going after anybody and everybody in front of him. He should have had a triple-double last night, but Beasley and Tim Hardaway Jr. couldn't buy a shot. I just knew. I felt comfortable. If it came down to it, he had the ball in his hand. He'd get to his spot. He'd make the right play. And Dennis Schroeder, I tweeted it last night. Like, I literally would have dove in front of a bullet for Dennis Schroeder and Paul Reed last night. Those guys won you that game. Cade Cunningham obviously was the driving force. You don't win that game without Dennis Schroeder and Paul Reed, man. Fuck campaign.
Who called that one?
D-Mac was right.
Oh,
D-Mac called it.
This is the guy with the hockey guy. I knew that, right, Kenny? Did I not say that?
No, you did.
In this series, especially in this barn, you're going to lean on him, and it was DS.
Yeah.
There it is. That's it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
D-Mac was right. Again.
But I did.
Just hand that down to...
Spenny, I was like you, man. It was just the child in me came out again.
Here's the
living
difference.
and dying with every play.
Look at the difference to your feeling in the fourth quarter yesterday, like the last two games, right? The first one, it was like, damn, man, it just like 21-0 rip, run, whatever you knew it. You guys are missing dunks and layups and whatever you knew it was it was against you. But what you love, and this is a learning experience, and this goes to show you where this team has come from. They learned from their mistakes. Didn't let it happen again. Same sort of position, correct? Going in the fourth and stuff. You knew that they were going to get heat. You knew that, when Brunson's out there doing his, drawing fouls and, you get Thompson out, it's not going to be easy, but different guys, they stepped up, and that's where it's different. Huge game Thursday, man, because you got an ability right now to stick your will on this team. And especially with these two games here in Detroit, and we know what LCA is going to be like.
Man.
Great spot, boys. Great spot.
Great.
I cannot wait.
Burn in the super chat. Kate said, I'm going to war with those 12 rebounds and 3 assists, and the whole team followed him to the war.
Yeah.
Tobias and Jalen Duren own the paint.
Did you see this one, Neil?
Since 1985, there are the only Pistons to have 30 points and 10 boards in a playoff game. Isaiah, Chauncey, Cade. Pistons tied up the series.
Hell of a list.
That came from Enjoy B-Ball. No, but he's been doing this. And the people that didn't know,
Now you know.
even the rookie year, it got lost.
Thank you.
It got lost because of
The
Barnes,
organization.
record.
Scotty Barnes robbed him.
100%. It got lost in the wash. He was putting up historical numbers.
Only
Look
Michael
at the
Jordan
company.
had put up the numbers that he put up his rookie
He
year.
was with Jordan and LeBron and Oscar Robinson and Luka. Like, come
And he
on.
stayed with them.
Yes.
Like, that's – I need people in this town. This is the next Miguel.
Yeah.
This is the Pistons
No
Miguel.
doubt.
This is the next Isaiah. Like, this is what he is.
He's a superstar.
Superstar.
On
yes.
his back in the – that's what you say you want, right?
Th-
Show it to me in the playoffs. There you go. What's next?
Team couldn't buy a shot outside of Cade.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Put it on his back. That's what we say we want, right, from our superstars in this town.
Yeah. And
He gave it to you.
in particular with the Pistons, because when we've had success, it's always been through a team effort. Not to say Isaiah wasn't a star and Joe D and all these players, but we have one guy that can literally carry our whole ball club throughout the playoffs. That's huge. You need one of those guys in the NBA in order to win at the next level.
Facts.
Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway Jr. were 1 for 14 from 3.
22%
and
for the game.
Cade Cunningham did not allow them to lose. Period. End
Flat
of
out.
story. There's no other way to describe it. Nobody in the super chat. I felt 13 again. I grew up a Heat fan and grew up hating the Pistons when they were good. It felt so good to cheer on the Pistons, so to see them relevant is good. KP, Neil, tell Stick that. He said to trade Cade. Dumbass. I can't control other
said
people.
that like 2 years ago or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that. Whatever.
It was
If
just
the
such a-
opinion hasn't
such
changed.
a
and
crazy
like
take,
he's
but-
saying, obviously.
He has his
What are we
reasons.
What are we talking about?
He's
here?
learned though. He's learned since then. Trust me. We've given it to him to let him know.
Peaceful 10, 14 more rebounds without Stu. Well, I mean, the Knicks missed 25 three-pointers last night,
and
too.
the Pistons missed how many?
Yeah, there were a lot more rebounds to be had last night.
No, big fact.
There certainly was, and that's kind of game flow stuff. Real cream of wheat. That's a Pistons legend right there, and that's what it is, man. Like that was the coming out to it all, nationally, and I hope. And you know what? To my chagrin, locally,
Yeah.
let's just call it what it was.
And
Yeah.
There were a lot of people asleep on Cade Cunningham. Your ass is awake now.
You're damn right.
I'm going to call it right now. If you are in this town, if you are a sports fan in this town, and you disrespect Cade Cunningham, or for some reason you don't like Cade Cunningham, fuck you. He's the guy. Buy in now. And if you don't, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This man is him. He is here. And he is a top 5 player in the National Basketball Association.
And Spinny, I got to give you credit. And, I was one of the first people to agree with you. He's the best fucking star since
Yep.
Isaiah Thomas.
Best player the Pistons have had since Isaiah Thomas.
Flat out.
Woodward Sports Chat thread, Glitch plays too. Would you move Holland and Harris for Michael Porter Jr., elite shooting stretch 4, entering his prime?
I'm worried about
We'll
game
get
3.
we'll get to that later.
I'm worried about game 3.
Yeah, 100%. Like, this is the team they have. The trade deadline's passed. There's no moves to make. This is the squad. And Tobias Harris, too.
Yeah.
And
But
there are people in this
Don't
room.
get me started.
There are people in this room.
No, Chase has learned. Chase has learned.
There are people at this network.
Yes. ... JB.
And
No,
and
I'm
look, like I'm not here to dunk on people and stuff like that. But D-Mac, I'll go back to it, man. In the preseason, when I traveled out to the West Coast with the team, you saw it. Tobias Harris is a central figure on this team.
Yes.
Not just the floor. It's a central figure. And I'll get to the Trajan Langdon thing in a minute, by the way.
shout out Trey
but-
Because he deserves mad love, man. I think Dennis
Absolutely.
Schroeder might be the most underrated signing in Pistons history.
That was amazing. And he got him for nothing. Got him for free.
Got him literally
Yeah.
for free. We'll touch on this. We absolutely real cream of wheat. I am here to dunk on people. No, I'm not. And that was the other part of what I wanted to drive at yesterday. about like feeling like a kid again watching the game. And usually I am like that. Because I suffer from the curse of knowledge, right? Like I think everybody sees things the way that I see it or understands what's out there that's easily consumable and stuff like that. And that's not the case.
Yeah.
And I kind of put that all to bed. Like the Detroit sports fans that haven't watched since 2008 or 2010 or whatever, that's fine. They were a losing team.
Yeah.
They were. You know who was the first people to tell me that? The Pistons organization themselves.
Yeah.
They've never been bitter about it.
Nope.
They've been out front.
They own that shit.
Now, their social media admin was hunting last night. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, he
Oh
was.
my God.
Pistons social media admin is goated. Goated.
They were out there
Yeah.
on the hunt.
Big facts.
On the hunt.
I love this shit. And I said some bad things about Tobias Harris when he first got signed.
We all did.
Don't give a fuck.
We all did.
We were on there on heavyweights like a month ago talking about what can this Pistons run be, what can these Pistons do in the playoffs, and I said, why the fuck can't they be the Hawks from a couple years ago that gets hot and goes to an Eastern Conference Finals? I think they're a more talented team. And Easy and Nick and Chris had the pushback of no, they don't have those guys. They don't have the secondary guy. I said Tobias Harris is that secondary guy in the playoffs. And that tired excuse of, oh, he doesn't perform in the playoffs, bullshit. Go look at
the
playoff
numbers.
stats. Look at his playoff stats. Every single year he's been in the playoffs except for last season. He's been 17 plus. He's been a guy you can rely on. Sorry he had Joel Embiid taking down the whole shot clock and then kicking it to him with 3 seconds left. Tobias Harris consistently shows up in the playoffs outside of last season. And he's doing it so far this year.
Yeah.
Needed that. And you need these guys, and they're fucking stepping up. You need Tobias Harris to do that. He stepped up for 2 games. You need Kate Cunningham to step up. He steps up. They win the fucking game. I guarantee you Malik Beasley has 5+ made threes in game 3.
Standing on business?
He's not shooting like that again.
You're gonna outline it, aren't you?
damn right
on
he is.
Caesar Sportsbook.
You
You're
damn
gonna
right he
outline
is.
it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Stand on business, Spin.
Okay.
These guys answer the fucking bell. They answer the bell. They are held accountable by their coach, by their general manager, and they answer the fucking bell. And you know where that starts? The owner held himself accountable.
Yep.
He said, I made the wrong choice. Get the fuck out of here, Monty Williams.
Yeah, here's your money.
$70 million.
Yep.
And that leaks. It starts with the top. Starts with Tom Goris. Starts with Sheila Ford Hamp. They hold themselves accountable. It trickles down, and this is what you get.
Man, that's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we were all wrong to a degree because this shit wasn't supposed to work on paper. It wasn't supposed to work like this. They tripled their fucking win total in one season with a new regime.
Never been done before.
Never been done before.
This shit wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But it did.
We here.
But it did.
We here.
Woodward Sports Chat Thread, Hoof-Hearted. Weren't bad teams last year saying at least we aren't the Pistons?
Hell yeah.
Remember that? The Kyle Kuzma thing?
I know that motherfucker Josh Hart was.
Right. Austin Reeves. All that shit he was talking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. All right, let's take the break because I do want to